Welcome to the Work Properties Modeling presentation. Work physics prediction is a complex problem, but there is already existing techniques that are usually performed along a single horizons, or that are time-consuming or requires a strong level of expertise, such as inversion process. Our method uses a relative geological time model to guide the well-log propagation. It's a direct approach, which is more comprehensive for users. There are several applications for this workflow, such as a priori model generation for inversion process, velocity modeling, and the creation of synthetic model for global seismic well tie. This workflow is a three-step workflow. It starts with a relative geological time model. We just flatten this model and then propagate well-log data horizontally in the flattened space. We then unflatten this and get the final result. We use three methods in the PADOSCAN software. A simple one, which is the inverse distance interpolation, and two geostatistical interpolation methods, which are kriging and co-kriging. Let's start the demo. We'll just first show you the input required for the process. So we first have computed a relative geological time model in the K5 block, and we'll use 7 well logs of acoustic impedance to propagate the property. So PADOSCAN allows you to easily visualize your input, so we can easily drag and drop the well logs data in the 2D seismic viewer, and we can then easily cross-navigate between the viewers to see the well logs position. The idea of the work properties workflow is to interpolate all our well logs data using several methods in the entire volume following the shape of the relative geological time model. We just have to enable the properties modeling extension and go in the well property modeling tool. We just select our property, so here acoustic impedance, and then select the well logs we want to interpolate in the volume. So we just drag and drop the well logs and select the relative geological time model we want to use. We have to select background attribute to see the result. We just select the seismic, and we then have to pick several layers where we want to interpolate the properties. The layers will be used to define several interpolation parameters, which will be used for the computation. We can remove the salt bodies where the geomodel is not consistent. So here we select a layer, we just go in the inverse distance interpolations, so we can select our method. The inverse distance interpolation is the simplest one. It uses the distance between the points as the interpolation weights at a power of p. So p will be the only parameters we will be able to play to change the interpolation. So here is an example of acoustic impedance volume we can obtain using inverse distance interpolation. So we can play with the slider to select the horizons in the volume where we want to get the preview. So the preview is displayed on the right part of the interface. It is updated each time we press the preview button. So we can change the power, and we see that the interpolation is different. We can play with the maximum distance of influence of well logs data to get a different result. And we see that as we increase the power, we increase the range of the well logs data. So another option available in the work properties modeling tool is the arbitrary line preview. We can select an arbitrary line and get the preview of the interpolation only on this arbitrary line. So using the well logs we have open in the 2D viewer, we can easily observe the interpolation of our well logs on this arbitrary line. Another method we can use is the kriging method, which is a little bit more complex than the inverse distance interpolation, as it uses a variography to populate the complete volume. So the variography is just a study of the data using a curve, the variogram, which has to be fitted as well as possible to the well log data. So there is two methods of kriging, ordinary kriging and simple kriging, which can be used in PADOSCAN. So here is the result of acoustic impedance we get using kriging method in the relative geological time model of PADOSCAN. So the interface is a little bit more complex than inverse distance interpolation. We get several parameters which we can play with. So there is some variogram parameters, so we can play with the variogram model. So spherical, Gaussian or exponential. We can play with the nugget effect. we can play with the seed and with several range, the minor and the major range. The range are used to change the area of influence of the well-logs data in several directions. So we can add the major direction and the minor direction using the anisotropy viewer, which is the blue viewer in the center of the interface. This viewer can be easily adjusted to fit the well-logs data and get a different result using the preview button. So we can simply play with it and observe the result on the preview interface. Finally, we can change the layer we are studying and defining new parameters for different layers. And the result will be adapted in this layer, only in this layer, to get different results. If we go back in our previous layer, we can select a different interpolation method, such as ordinary kriging and simple kriging. The result is quite similar, but the simple kriging uses an average of the well-logs data to get the mean of the result. So let's now go for the last method, which is the co-kriging method. This method is quite similar to kriging method, but it uses a secondary property to improve and guide the interpolation of the data. So for example, we can use seismic amplitudes to guide the interpolation of acoustic impedance. Here is a result of acoustic impedance volume after co-kriging into the model using the seismic amplitude as a secondary property. So the interface is quite similar to kriging method, but there is a new tab, which is a secondary property tab, where we can select a secondary property volume and define a correlation between the main property and the secondary property. When we compute the preview, we can see that on the horizon preview, we see the variations of the seismic amplitude laterally in the final result of the acoustic impedance. As we increase or decrease the correlations, we get more or less variations. If the correlation is close to 0, the result will be close to ordinary kriging method. We can as well change the layer and define new parameters in this layer to get a different result vertically. So we can also get a preview along an arbitrary line with co-kriging method. We just compute it and we can get the same color bar as the well-logs data for the volume, and we'll see that the result is relatively consistent with the well-logs data, but it shows some lateral variations which are relatively close to the seismic. So as I said, we can just add the same color bar and we just observe the result in the reservoir layer, and we see that it's relatively consistent with the well-logs data, but it gets some lateral variations which are relatively interesting. So finally, once our parameters are okay for each layer, we can add volume names and just press start to start the computation of the entire volumes. We can get the volume in attribute list of the project browser, and we can open all volumes we have computed. So we have computed 3 volumes previously, where we can compare the results. So we have an inverse distance interpolation, a kriging interpolation, and a co-kriging interpolation. So we can easily drag and drop the color bar to get the same color bar values, and we can synchronize the viewer to easily observe the difference between the volumes. So we can see in the co-kriging volumes, so the volumes in the bottom, that the result is relatively different than inverse distance and kriging, as there is lateral variations in the result. So we can also observe some interesting results in the blending viewer, so we can easily drag and drop our inverse distance interpolation on the seismic volume to compare the results and see that the interpolation is really following the shape of the seismic. We can add Wiggles curve to get some log forecast and see the result we could have in any place in the volume. We can change the acoustic impedance volume by interval velocity volume and do the same process to observe the result. So we can say that the velocity model is relatively interesting. and relatively consistent with the seismic. And we can also drag and drop a synthetic model and observe that the synthetic model is relatively close to the seismic, and it's a good volume to QC the seismic well-type process. So finally, to conclude, the work properties propagation of PydoScan use 3 methods, so inverse distance interpolation, Kriging method, or co-Kriging method. It's a simple and direct approach. There is various applications such as synthetic model generation, velocity modeling, and low-frequency acoustic impedance model building for inversion process. So thank you for your attention, and see you in next videos.